Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Set it down to the offense. First down. Here's the toss play now, running left. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Trying to find some room. It's Shaw. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his
aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Makes a quick catch. Nowhere to run. No corralling, no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from your defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The Dogs will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia. That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. The quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk. Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Snags the quick throw. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And the Nittany Lions will have to kick this away. When he's got some space here, he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen and be short on the first down mark.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Penn State 14, Georgia 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. They quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the defense look slow that time.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They toss it to the back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking for some space. It's Shaw. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Nittany Lions looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Look at him run through those tacklers. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
And it's a bunch formation. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's got it. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
They'll run it to the right side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He stays alive. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Makes the catch. It's Shaw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at midfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to take off. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Finding a bit of space. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Caught quickly. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Well, they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge curve for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he can do is eat it.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Makes a quick grab. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Nittany Lions churn out another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down, they're going to throw it. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is, just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Dogs. They will claim the second half lead.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
PG is good. So we're up by a touchdown, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner is brought down. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receiver makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The offense will line up. A chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Penn State, 28.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's caught. It's Shaw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Trying to pick up the third and short through the air. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception and moved the offense the football to the 4-2.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
How dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. The back's got it again. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Urgency here. Got to cut it this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. The quarterback just sneaks it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. No field goal try here. They're going to try to break the tie with a touchdown in the final quarter. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, I'm surprised here, but it worked out. 4th down and goal, quarterback sneak. The offensive line got low, got a good push to give him just enough room to get into the end zone.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled after the catch. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection quarter in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep his scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Off target and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.